Alright guys, I'm so excited for this video. I'm finally gonna react to the latest death battle between Cell from Dragon Ball Z and Metal Sonic. Apparently it had a lot of people talking about it, and I tried to avoid any spoilers whatsoever. I just want to see a cool fight, bro. I just want to see a cool fight. Let's get it. Let's go. I think Devil Artemis did this, right? Devil Artemis made this video, right? I'm 100% ready for this shit, dude. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for YouTube and Twitch. Notice me, please. All right, let's get right into the video. I am so down for this. Look at this. I'm so ready for this.
Cell versus Metal Sonic.
Which copycat android?
Who's gonna voice Cell in this?
Model. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job.
I wonder why they chose these two characters to fight each other.
Who would win a death battle? There's a monster stalking Gingertown.
Yep.
No one who's seen it has lived to tell the tale. All it left behind was their clothes. Something ate these people's insides, leaving only a shadow behind.
Some kind of creature driven only by the need to feed. Earth's new apex predator.
He loves straws.
The ultimate life form.
For some reason, I think he loves straws, guys. I can tell.
Manslayer and discovered that it was intelligent. Its tail could unravel
so ugly,
to absorb its hapless victims and add their energy to its wretched gestalt.
But the nightmare was only just
I never used that word before.
Because for its last trick, somehow
Artemis cooked so hard he deserved the glory glaze that man put in the work. I guess we'll find out.
The mystery of this creature's
I like Devil
origin
Artemis'
was
animation.
decades in the making. Years ago, the world
Is Kermit in this video?
by the most advanced paramilitary organization in history.
What?
The Red Ribbon Army.
Until they
This
got
death battle will
rocked by this
prioritize
little
Dragon
kung
Ball
fu
primary
gremlin.
canon, the manga, and
The Red
anime?
Ribbon's dream of
Okay.
revenge lived on within their head scientist,
Okay.
Dr. Giro.
Hiding away in his spooky cave laboratory, Giro would go to work studying the Z fighters from afar.
That old
learning
crazy
everything
man
there
was
to know
broken
about
if you
him.
think about it.
Building a series of androids that would
If you think about it, guys, like he began working on these characters, on these androids since like the Dragon Ball saga, right? Like the fact he was able to make these powerful creatures as old as he is, and when this happened, is absolutely absurd. Dr. Giro, if he was still alive today, would be probably the most dangerous human on the planet.
destroy his spiky-haired nemesis once and for all.
Kermit's too OP for the vid. Oh please.
Energy androids, key absorbing androids.
Oh, a second. I gotta move my camera because there's like notes that you guys should see on the upper right corner. I just love how no matter where I put my camera, I always have to move the camera again. You know what I mean? It's kind of annoying. I'll put it right here. While superficially similar, Cell Max from Dragon Ball Super Superhero is a separate character from Perfect Cell. Yeah, we know that. I know that. Anyways.
Trucker hat androids, and even
look at my trucker hat.
Ginger androids.
However,
wow.
None of Giro's creations were capable of matching that drive to improve that Goku and his fellow martial artists possessed.
Luckily, he had one more android left. A cute little booger so complex he'd take years after Giro's death to complete. Its name was Cell.
Born from a single cell, get it? This android possessed the genetic information of all the
he's
greatest
7 feet
warriors that had
tall.
battled on Earth, and when fully evolved, would become unstoppable.
God, he looks so
with their DNA.
like Cell with the most recent animation style, like the Daima style, would be so cool to see. They will never bring him back because they don't want to animate all that. They don't want to animate all those spots on him, bro.
Cell absorbed
It's
all
so
their
annoying.
powers
They
and
really
techniques,
should.
too.
Common among all of them is the power to manipulate Ki, or the energy that exists in all living things, and weaponize it to fire energy blasts, fly at faster than light speeds, move things with telekinesis, and create force fields.
From the humans, Krillin and Tien, Cell knows the multiform technique, Destructo Disc, and the
Solar
Tri-Beam,
Flare.
his extra special favorite. Oh, weird, I'm not seeing Chaozu on this list. Sorry, bud.
Is Chaozu human?
Oh.
I don't know, man. Why would he want to learn how to blow up? Oh, wait. Never mind.
Okay. Cell can fire the Death Beam, as well as breathe in and travel through the vacuum of space with the alien genes of Frieza and his father.
Yes.
And because he's got Piccolo's DNA, Cell can regenerate humongous damage
Yuck.
to his body
I don't
at
like
the cost
that.
of some keys.
Cell has survived having half his body vaporized multiple times, and cannot be destroyed unless the small cluster of cells at the core of his being is eradicated.
Should that little bugger survive, Cell
Yuck.
will always return, even stronger than before, because of the Saiyan DNA he got from Goku and Vegeta. Definitely the cream of the genetic crop.
James is
Sure,
tired
he
of the
can
puns
perfectly
because of
replicate
Aph.
attacks like the
Yes.
Gallic Gun, Spirit Bomb, and of course Kamehameha,
Yes.
as well as teleport by locking onto a living being's key signature.
But the best part of being a Saiyan is how much crazy stronger they get every time they almost die.
They can even evolve to become orders of magnitude stronger in the midst of battle. Combine that with Cell's healing factor.
He has
and he's
Zenkai.
effectively
He can
the
do Zenkai boost,
ultimate
right?
warrior.
Like a perpetual shonen motion machine.
Driven by a biological imperative, Cell wanted nothing more than to devour Giro's previous androids, 17 and 18, believing it would make him perfect.
Only one problem. The Cell we know was born in the future, and both 17 and 18 had been destroyed. So he murdered Trunks and went back in time. Not our Trunks, future Trunks. Well, not future Trunks, but another future Trunks. It's very complicated. There's like 5 timelines.
Multiverse
Cell
theory is
defeated and absorbed
BS.
the androids, he evolved. Not only getting stronger, but changing his personality and developing a lust for battle.
He became less creepy.
I
bug
love
serial killer and
I
more,
love the Dragon
well,
Ball Z abridged version of Cell, especially the second form. It's so funny. Like the voice they use for him, especially when he's getting hit, it's so hilarious. Like it's crazy, dude.
Saiyan. After exploiting that very Saiyan arrogance and warrior's pride, Cell finally became
I've never been
perfect.
more pissed off
Easily
at Vegeta
dominated
than this
Trunks
moment.
And Vegeta, the latter of whom had decades of battle experience. under
Imagine if
his
Cell has
Perfect
access to
Cell's
God
power
Key.
was off the charts. He
Jesus
could
Christ.
threaten the whole
I didn't even think
Earth
about
just
that.
by powering up with a full power Kamehameha.
Actually, let's talk about that real quick. How would you think Cell get access to God Key, right? I don't know if that's, I mean, technically he would be able to because he's part Saiyan, right? He would have to do some type of Super Saiyan God variant, but how would he get access to that? You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, I don't think he would be able to get access to it. He would have to be taught that, right? Because Goku and them didn't even know about it until, like, Whis and Beerus told him about it. So, I mean, they're not going to tell him. Maybe he can observe and learn stuff, but, like, that's not going to give him enough time to figure it out.
He was even capable of destroying our entire solar system.
While the vast majority of our solar system's mass is located in the sun, this still means that Cell's key wave would have to reach 2.8 billion miles to eradicate every planet.
But Wiz,
Wow.
maybe he was just exaggerating.
Not likely. Cell's claim has been backed up in multiple guidebooks and even demonstrated outright in the video games.
Cell's even
Wow.
stronger in the anime adaptation, considering the time Frieza blew up Namek. In the anime, the explosion was literally hundreds of light years wide and
Jesus Christ, hold on a second. Frieza also survived that same blast. Other toy characters like Garlic Jr. can create miniature black holes and nearly destroy a pocket dimension containing stars, making Frieza's feat consistent. Okay.
lit up the friggin' galaxy.
And Cell was far stronger than Frieza was at that point in time.
Hell, the Namekians could sense him all the way from a different galaxy and thought he might be a threat to the whole universe.
He's also incredibly fast, capable of blitzing even the strongest Z fighters at the time. Goku flew from Grand Kai's planet of heaven all the way to hell, hundreds of billions of light years in half a minute. And that
No,
was
he
in his
didn't.
base
Really?
form.
Yeah, that's cool, but how about the power to squeeze mini Cell
That's
Juniors
how much
out of
it
your
was?
blood? What? Never heard of that key technique? Call it the Kegel.
Perfect Cell was entirely without peer and no longer wedded to Giro's
Oh,
petty
heavens
grudge,
describe the size of the
decided to
universe.
prove
Okay.
it with a tournament.
The Cell Games! And if
Yes,
Goku
yes,
couldn't
we
even
know
beat him,
the Cell
what hope did
Games.
anyone else have? Vegeta couldn't even handle a Cell Jr.
Their
Yikes.
last hope was Goku's own son, Gohan.
After Cell arrogantly
Favorite
let him
part of
power
Dragon
up,
Ball Z.
Gohan unleashed his
My
rage,
favorite
pushed
moment.
the bug monster to his absolute limits and beat him. Wow, Cell, you really are related to Vegeta, aren't you?
In
Damn.
truth, Cell was a victim of
No,
his
you
own
didn't.
success. The same Saiyan genes that made him all-powerful also sowed the seeds of his defeat.
He got so mad he even blew himself up. Maybe he does
Sore
have some
loser, dude.
Chiaotzu in him after
Dang! I brought that up
Wasn't
earlier.
enough to totally
I brought it up
put him
earlier.
down, and he came back with the same Super Saiyan power-up that Gohan had just unlocked.
Super perfect
How?
Cell. Now with more lightning.
I don't
in a
understand how he-
battle for
how
the
he did that.
ages, Cell put the entire weight of
He
his
absorbed some of
biological
Goku's cells
programming
after he
against
regenerated
one lone Saiyan,
post-explosion?
and went the
Is that what
distance.
happened?
But in the end, it still wasn't enough. No matter how brilliantly Dr. Gero copied the Z-Fighters, he still
I'll
couldn't
do
quite
it
figure out their knack
my
for going
way.
What can be destroyed can always be rebuilt. All it
boy.
takes to recreate the most fearsome warrior in the universe is one single cell.
Yep. You got it.
beyond. Hey, real quick.
It's a hard sell, isn't it, guys? I mean, him beating Metal Sonic.
Did you know Death Metal
I'ma
launched our
stop, I'm
own
sorry.
tabletop gaming channel? It's called The Nightly Brew. We're doing
What?
Dungeons and Dragons, Blood on the Clock
Hey,
Tower,
you
and
sound
a bunch of other
familiar.
stuff. I'd love if you could check it out. We just finished our campaign through the old school.
Dude, his eyebrows remind me of Jack Nicholson's Joker for some reason. Is that weird? Has no one ever brought up his eyebrows before? He is like... Imagine being born with those eyebrows. Like, you are destined for villainy. Look at it.
Tomb of Horrors, the most infamous dungeon in D&D history.
I mean, that's
Here's a
cool,
clip.
but also
You
crazy at the same
quadruple
time.
in size and bump into multiple of the columns. There's no way you can fit in this room without touching columns. So you begin floating up.
It's my
into
last
the air
character.
as giant.
I notice a lot of
balloons,
people are doing these D&D
uh,
streams now, man.
drifts.
Quite a few of my
closer.
friends have been doing it. I've been doing it with a bunch of friends of mine. We just don't record it. These are
When
fun
he gets
to do,
just a
man.
couple feet away from the mouth,
Yo, hook me up with one of these racer chairs, though, bro. Like, my back is killing me, please.
soot disappears.
Oh shit! Crying.
I'm sitting on a
You were
chair that looks
"Oh,
like it
this
was at an
dungeon's terrible.
office for,
It's
like,
the most like everybody
filling out
dies. It's the
forms.
hardest thing. And I was like, we've got this. These other sessions.
Like-
and then we hit this fucking room.
I got a
and
recruiter's
I
chair.
am-
That's what I'm sitting
I
on
am
right now.
At my limit. I hate this with all of my being.
You seem like you're having a blast, too, though. That's cool. I don't know what you're saying, man. What?
Time and again, the world and its cuddly forest critters were threatened by the evil and
Dr.
oval
Eggman.
Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik.
And time and again, that same world and those
Yo,
same
they're
critters
showing,
were saved by
the Sonic
the
OVA.
Hedgehog. No matter
This is
how
Sonic
many
CD, though.
robotic badniks the good doctor threw at his blue spiky
Wait. You guys gotta see this. This death battle will prioritize Sonic the Hedgehog primary canon, the video games, and IDW comics. Why not the Archie comics, you spineless little... Never mind, I'm sorry. I just missed the Archie comics. I know that it got weird. I know it got weird towards the end. Alright? It's just good memories.
nemesis. His schemes were always 6 spin jumps to the glowing weak spot away from getting cracked and scrambled.
But it wouldn't be over easy for Eggman. If he couldn't defeat the Blue Blur, he would make his own, Metal Sonic.
Well, 0 points on creativity for that name, but goddamn, he does look metal as hell.
They say
Yep.
imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So
He's
Eggman built
3'3".
metal with more than enough blast processing to match his prototype.
Wait, his frame is made of I think I was about to say it like very wrong. Monokokyu. I think that's how you say it, because I was gonna say a different word. Monokokyu titanium. Yes.
Metal can zoom around at massively hypersonic speeds, fast enough to fly to nearby planets in seconds.
He's tougher than Eggman's standard equipment, some of which can survive black holes.
Metal can use all of Sonic's power-ups, and even replicate his classic spin dash and light speed attack.
But he's got moves of his own.
He can attack with energy blast, fire a chest laser, surround
Wow,
himself in
yep.
an electric aura, or
I
an
remember that.
impenetrable force field.
By overloading his circuitry with energy, Metal can activate V maximum overdrive, quadrupling his acceleration and obliterating anything in his path, at the risk of self-destructing.
You'd think all that'd be enough to turn the rodent into roadkill.
He might have to rely on that to beat Cell, man. Because I mean, I don't know, dude.
But it only took one showdown on Stardust Speedway to send Metal to the scrap heap.
On paper, Metal should be able to outmatch Sonic in every way, and yet he doesn't. For some reason, Eggman wasn't able to capture that ineffable quality that makes Sonic the fastest thing alive. Metal's defeats at the hands of Sonic and his friends sharpened his AI into a seething hatred of his rival and a burning desire to prove himself
Sonic will do
superior.
that to you.
Yeah, well, when you're getting your supersized red ass handed to you by Charmy B, you know something's
What?
gone horribly wrong.
Metal's defeats gave him an existential crisis.
Okay, that was weird. I don't know why you showed it like that. That was.
If he was created to surpass Sonic and couldn't even manage that, what was he? Why should he exist?
Never one
What's
to
his
admit
purpose?
defeat, Eggman took Metal back to the drawing board and birthed him anew. You.
This Neo-Metal Sonic was, above all, far smarter.
Especially after he copied Eggman's intelligence and took over his empire. And
What?
we mean literally copied. If Metal started as Sonic's
Oh,
copycat,
boy, he went
why
too
not
far,
hunt all of his furry friends down and copy them too?
Neo-Metal Sonic is equipped with scanners in his optic receptors that can copy a person's biodata, giving him the ability to recreate all of their abilities in seconds.
Like,
Wait, what? Are you serious? Are you telling me that's why he has a chance against Cell? Because he can copy his bio data and then give him a taste of his own medicine? Considering his abilities are made of the bio, based off the bio data of the Z fighters and Frieza? Oh boy. Oh, you're gonna give him chaos control? That might be a problem. That might actually be a problem.
the Sonic Boom, Knuckles' Hammer Punch, Tails' magical swiveling asshole, and Big's ability to...
What'd you say? Dog. No. His swiveling what?
Seconds.
Like the Sonic Boom, Knuckles' Hammer Punch, Tails' magical swiveling asshole, and Big's
Why would he
ability
copy
to
that?
suck at fishing.
Metal isn't just learning their moves, he can replicate more esoteric powers like silver psychokinesis.
He can duplicate that? Are you serious? Tails speculates in the IDW comic that Metal could have copied Blaze's pyrokinesis or Soul Emerald manipulation. His comments also infer that Metal can copy multiple traits at once. Yeah, but you're talking about a speculation. He's guessing. He's a smart kid, but he's just guessing. And you're making it sound like Metal Sonic has untapped potential, like a lot of it.
Manufacture Rouge's mechanical bat guards, or alter his very biology to copy Espio's chameleon invisibility.
Biology?
It's
He's a
worth
robot.
mentioning that biological data is a real scientific term and can refer to molecular structures like the genome sequence within a
Is this
living
from-
organism's DNA.
Is this from Jurassic
Yeah,
Park?
his copying is so busted, it doesn't really matter that he's a robot made of metal. If you can do it, so can he. Probably helps that he can shapeshift and regenerate his whole body from a puddle.
Likely by copying
What?
one of the mightiest
Wait, he has Terminator 2 powers now? Okay, hold on a second. I must have missed a lot. This seems like a lot, okay?
beings on the planet, the god of destruction,
You
Chaos.
cannot
Not the
copy
only
that,
chaos
right?
he's encountered.
By scanning the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog,
He
he
did?
gained his ability to manipulate some of the most
Chaos
powerful
control.
artifacts in the universe.
You mean the
You mean the Chaos Emeralds? That's not good. Oh, damn.
Chaos Emeralds?
Yes. The emeralds contain an infinite wellspring of mystical power and life energy.
Oh, boy.
With them, Metal can perform Shadow's chaos control. He can teleport, warp, and distort space, boost his speed, and stop time. And with either the
Yeah.
Chaos Emeralds or Master
That'll be
Emerald,
helpful
he
against,
can transform into
against
Super
Cell.
Neo Metal Sonic.
Completely invulnerable and completely golden, Super Neo Metal Sonic can move at faster than light speeds and has the power to move continents.
The emeralds are
Really?
inconceivably powerful. They've been used to fuel Eggman's death.
You're gonna
ray,
give
which
him them
could obliterate
emeralds,
star
dude?
systems.
On their own, they can even create and destroy whole universes.
Other super characters like Sonic have battled and defeated beings like the Time Eater, who could destroy multiple dimensions and timelines in seconds. At their peak, 3 super hedgehogs have even fought Solaris, who nearly consumed Sonic's entire multiverse.
So Super Neo Metal Sonic should be just as powerful as any of them, though he's gotta be quick because all that power only lasts a short time.
The road to total domination was nearly at an end. After manipulating Sonic and friends and copying their abilities, Metal eventually combined their biodata with the mighty Egg Fleet and became Metal Overlord.
Oh boy,
Complete
is he
with
gonna have to do that to
missiles,
defeat
giant crystal
Cell?
projectiles, and the strength to match 3 supersonic heroes all by himself, Overlord is all-time final boss material.
And he
Looks
knew
ugly,
it.
though.
His ego might as well have had its own health bar. Metal's drive to surpass his rival had morphed into the delusional belief that he was the original and Sonic the loathsome copy.
A copy that Metal had finally outclassed.
On a Sunday, riding my bike. I'm just kidding.
All the heroes Metal had gathered had to team up to take him down.
He may have stolen their abilities, but Metal never possessed the
Why
thing
can't I
that made the
defeat you?
Sonic heroes
Because we're
successful.
Sonic Hero?
Their friendship
That's so
and teamwork.
stupid.
Aw, how cute. Gag. Probably should have added some of those goddamn rails to the final boss fight, because it is
I like how-
impossible to land on those things.
Isn't it weird that Sonic never really truly defeats Metal Sonic? He just lets him go. God, it's like... I don't know about y'all, but that sounds mad irresponsible, dude. James becoming Obama? Stop it.
After getting trashed again, Eggman reprogrammed Metal to purge any bits of rebelliousness from his code.
Metal returned to being the Eggman Army's chief enforcer, always proving invaluable as the Bad Doctor's greatest creation, now completely obedient once again.
Let's
I
Go
don't know,
Dad
Wiz.
t-shirt.
Who knows what's really going on behind those glowing red eyes? Maybe Metal is more cunning than he lets on, and is only biding his
Wow.
time until he can take over again.
Maybe the most powerful thing that Metal copied was the ability to lie.
Uh-oh. Wait, who did he copy that from? Probably Eggman. James, are you drinking coffee? No, I'm just drinking black coffee. I actually ran out of honey today, so I'm very sad. Don't remind me.
Hey, I'm Chad, the voice of Boomstick. And if you don't believe me, well, what about now? That's what I thought. Look, the matchup is about to begin, and we can't wait
Yeah,
for
that's
you to see
definitely
it.
Devil
But
Artemis.
first, I want to tell you about a brand new thing coming to the Death
Animation.
Battle store, and it's something you guys have been asking for. Matchup pitches. It's a way to meet with me and Ben, the
I
creators
wonder
of
how
Death Battle,
early you
and
have to,
pitch us
like,
a matchup that you've been
reach
wanting
out
to see.
to Devil
Any
Artemis for
matchup, any
animation,
way
you
you
know what
like.
I
We'd
mean? I
love
don't know
to
what
hear
the
from you.
timeline is for this
This
stuff.
was originally a
Actually,
Kickstarter
he probably
award,
gets-
but due to popular
he
demand,
probably
we
gets
wanted
a
to keep
lot
it going.
of,
A lot of episodes of Death Battle that are currently being worked on are because of a pitch. So we want to
Oh,
give
we can
each
pitch a Death Battle stuff? We can pitch Death Battle? Oh, well, I kind of ran over my point there for a second, but like I wonder what the timeline is to do like an episode with Devil Artemis, because honestly, it seems like he puts one out pretty quickly. So, man, that's crazy. And you know he's getting other like commissions, I guess you would say it, right, to do other animations like this one. So, man, this guy is constantly working.
the time it needs, so quantity is limited, so you better act quick. Death Battle pitches
You
are
haven't seen these in
available
years,
right
low-key?
now on deathbattle.gg.
Dude, this
That's
one's
our
gonna be
website
really
that's
good.
like a Patreon mixed with some other stuff.
It's
And
gonna
if
be
you're a
really
website
good.
member, you get discounts on all of our merch, including the pitch calls. While you're there, make sure you check out the Death Battle Retro Tee. It's a shirt we made like
I might
over a
have to get
decade
the
ago.
Death Battle
first Death Battle
t-shirt at
shirt.
some
I found
point.
a file,
Like at least
recreated
one.
it.
I might
Only on a
have
much
to get
nicer
one.
shirt. So check that out while you're there. Anyway, let's get to the fight. I know you want to see it, and Boomstick wants to see one of these copycats
Wow.
get copy-capped. So here we
Really?
go. And remember, deathbattle.gg. We want to hear your pitches. Thanks.
We need to send one, guys. We need to send a pitch.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death
All right, be honest, guys. Anyone in the chat who does not know who wins, don't. If you know who wins, don't answer. Do not spoil it for me. Who do you think's gonna win this? Cell or Metal Sonic? Because right now, based on what they've told me, they're going to use as reference for Metal Sonic. I don't know. It's not cut and dry anymore. At first, I was thinking Cell all the way, but now I'm starting to feel like the Chaos Emeralds is the problem. Like if he has access to Chaos Emeralds, I don't think Cell can do anything. Right? I don't think Cell can, like, even when Cell's at his most powerful form, he still can be harmed, but he can sustain it much longer, most likely. I think the way you beat Metal Sonic, the way Cell would beat Metal Sonic is he would have to stall out the super form for sure, and force him to overload. Is what I'm thinking here. You think Metal Sonic? Probably best to have emoji only chat to prevent spoilers. No spoilers, guys. Nah, you guys are fine, man. I'm not worried about it. You guys won't spoil it for me.
battle!
Here we go. Perfect Cell versus Metal. Oh damn. The Egg Fleet got jammed.
Salutations, Dr. Robotnik.
Oh my god, they actually just have Devil Artemis Cell. Oh, this is so great. It was either him or there was who voices Cell for Dragon Ball Z Abridged for Team 4-Star. Those are the only two I would accept.
Your reputation precedes you. Bring me your strongest fighter or face... Then prepare to kneel before your master.
Vader?
Perfect.
This music, though. Yep. Why would he do the multi-form? Oh, I just realized. Because the multi-form technique kind of sucks against high-level fighters. Why would he do that? I know why he would do it. Because he's a freaking... He's part Goku. He's going to fool around and test him a little bit before he goes serious. Damn, he's going far. Oh, the shield. Oh, he broke the shield. Nice. Oh, he is destroying him. He's not breaking him, though. He's not... No cracks or
Does a
nothing.
machine like yourself ever experience fear?
Really? You stole that from Cell?
Not anymore.
What's happening? What? Uh-oh. What? What is he shooting at him? What the heck? Is that the Death Egg? Or was that Little Planet? Holy shit! This is actually kind of OD, dude. Let's look at the animation real quick here. I love it when 3D animators use 2D in this kind of fashion for these effects and stuff like that. It's just a beautiful mix. He pulled it off so well here. Like the explosions 2D as well.
Fool, you're dealing with the ultimate life form.
Oh my god.
I already possess his data. Observe chaos.
No! He said no! That's what I'm talking about. You hit him before he activates chaos control. Alright. Let's look at that again. I love the way he went through the fight here. Look at this.
You're dealing.
Why did he do that? Like, that's such a weird decision, but it's so cool when it's like, in theory, it feels like, why would you do that? But then when you see the anime, it's like, wow, that's absolutely insane.
With the ultimate life form. I already possess his data. Observe chaos.
Ow. I represent his data? Oh, because he said the perfect life form. He says no. The perfect life form is Shadow. Damn, he has more respect for Shadow than Cell, even though he's getting his teeth kicked in. Okay. He said chaos, no. Exactly.
Life form beta successfully copied. Scum.
What?
It'll take more than that to kill me, puppet!
He's not grabbing him.
I know. Now I know everything about you, insect.
He copied his thing. Did he just become a Super Saiyan? Because he did the same, like, aura, he can't do that, right? He's a robot. Anyways. They are moving. This looks great, dude. Woo! Cell Juniors, really? That's great. Wait, he could do it too? Oh, come on! That's some bullshit. His version of Cell Juniors is just regular Metal Sonic. That's crazy, bro. He literally is copying his moves. I like how he did this thing too. Like, so it's almost like. So here's my question: when Metal Sonic copies someone's bio data, is it just what their attacks are, or does he copy a little bit of their personality too? Because that could potentially also be a weakness, since we know Cell's weaknesses are related to, you know, the hubris from the Saiyan DNA of characters like Vegeta or the DNA of Frieza. You know what I mean? This is awesome. Oh! What? He knows that now?
Don't you dare.
He just said, "Don't you dare." He hates that move so much. Oh, what? He found the arena? Super Saiyan 2. Wait, is that Ki from Metal Sonic? What the heck?
I'm not just the greatest warrior in the universe. I am all of them.
Wow. Yeah.
If you are all of them, then so am I.
What the fuck? Chaos Control's broken, dude. Wait a minute. He hit him with the same death beam that Cell hit Trunks with. And he did it in the way Vegeta hit him at the end of the Cell battle when he was throwing his huge Kamehameha wave. So he's using his memories against him while copying his moves. This will probably piss off Cell and make him make a mistake.
I'll never lose to a machine like...
Oh! What the fudge? He found it.
I'll crush you.
And he didn't even waste time. He was like, nah. This is okay, so here's the Metal Sonic wins. Okay, so this is the main difference. This is the main difference I see why Metal Sonic won. Even though I'm pretty sure he's copied his memories and even in some of his personality by replicating the biodata. But Metal Sonic might be more ruthless, whereas Cell will play with his food a little bit. And I feel like you can see in the beginning he was ramping up, which gave Metal Sonic the time to scan him and figure out how to fight him. So that makes sense to me. Also, the Chaos Emeralds are broken, dude. I wonder, you know what? Now that I think about it, I can see why people are upset. Because they really don't think Sonic characters can fight Dragon Ball characters at all, bro. Yeah, you got. I think I saw comments, people really pissed off about this battle, and I tried to avoid the result of the battle. So I did good on that, but damn, I didn't think it was like this.
No, now Metal's got all.
There's a lot of good references in this fight, in some of the shots. Even the way Cell died right there, that last beam. This is really well done animation. A lot of callbacks to iconic moments during the Cell games, for sure. Like the beam through Cell's heart was just like the way Cell shot through Trunks with the death beam, for sure. That was actually my favorite callback, to be honest. I wasn't expecting that.
The powers of the Chaos Emeralds
Brutality?
and
Yeah.
the Z Fighters? Well, that world's fucked. Our bad.
Cell may have been one of the greatest threats in Dragon Ball Z, but Eggman's greatest creation ultimately proved too much for him. Let's break
Really?
this down into 4 categories: strength, speed, abilities, and adaptation.
First up, who was the strongest?
Probably
well,
Cell,
it's
right?
no surprise that any version of Cell was gonna be way more powerful than base Metal or Neo. Even just using the manga, blowing up a solar system is far beyond the level of power output Metal can match.
Without
Okay.
his stronger forms. With them, the power gap entirely reversed. Not only could Metal match Cell's solar system busting or scaling from Frieza, but he could surpass it with the universe-destroying power of the Emeralds.
But hang on, Wiz. Those Namekians said that Cell was strong enough to threaten a universe on his own.
They did, but they didn't specify how, and there's nothing suggesting he could destroy it in one go, especially since it's only brought up theoretically and without any time frame.
Even being generous and assuming he could just blow it up, final bosses like Time Eater and Solaris can destroy the wider multiverse, and Super Neo Metal would scale to them. Metal Sonic
Oh, wow. I didn't even think of that. Even scaling Cell to Toys Broly, who could destroy the South Galaxy, would still be less powerful than threatening the entirety of Sonic's multiverse. The only question I would have to that is that well, it's a universe, it's a multiverse compared to Galaxy. Okay, I mean, the most we know is that Cell is the strongest he got was solar level, like a solar level threat, right? If this was like Boo versus Metal Sonic, we probably have like a closer strength, a smaller strength gap. I didn't really think of that, but does that mean? But in order to get to that kind of power level, he just needs a Chaos Emerald. This is a huge problem with this. If people were having an issue with this fight, the Chaos Emeralds is like a broken it's almost like a free win button in the way it's being described right now. You know what I mean? Like, give Cell the Dragon Balls to compensate. What would happen? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, would that be the closest equivalent? I don't know. Interesting.
Takes the edge in strength.
And with Sonic characters being known for their speed, you might think that was an easy win for Metal.
At his max speed in his super form, he should be comparable to entities like the Time Eater, who in Shadow Generations can destroy entire universes in seconds. By using the radius of the observable universe, we can estimate the Time Eater's destructive wave traveled at about 180 quadrillion times faster than light.
Certainly impressive, but let's compare that to Goku's flight from heaven to hell shortly after the Cell games, which covered roughly a universe in distance at approximately 180 quadrillion times faster than light.
Oh, hey, just like Time Eater. The difference, though, was that Goku was in his base form, way slower than Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Super Perfect Cell.
Factoring in Super Saiyan multipliers, Super Perfect Cell can move upwards of 100 times faster than that, and so 100 times faster than Metal Sonic. Somehow, Cell takes the edge in speed. You know, the thing.
Then how did he get jammed so quick? Like, okay, because of Chaos Control, he just stops time. That's why. The Chaos Emeralds are so broken, dude. Like, in some ways, the Chaos Emerald is... The winner is the Chaos Emeralds. You know what I mean? Both Cell and Metal scale to characters with potential infinite speed feats, like Metacooler and Dark and Black Doom. However, these would cancel each other out given equal leeway. So you think it would be a more 50-50, it'd be a coin flip kind of?
Metal was designed for.
Wasn't expecting that. Let's see if any of their abilities could tip the scales.
They shared many of the same powers, like telekinesis, force fields, and energy projectiles. Of note though, Cell's regeneration was clearly superior, able to fully heal from a single cluster of microscopic...
You know what I just realized? When they're talking about the abilities right now in the regeneration, not one time during the fight did we see any cracks in Metal Sonic's armor. Cell had to regenerate multiple times.
Cells.
On top of that, Cell's Saiyan genes would let him grow in power every time he almost died, and his Cell Juniors gave him the numbers advantage.
And considering Super Neo Metal had a time limit, Cell would have a big advantage in a battle of attrition.
But with Chaos Control, that became a lot tougher.
Cell and his juniors had no way to deal with Metal boosting his speed or stopping time.
Yeah, they had no answer to that. Yeah. You guys wonder why Golda was on the Ginyu Force. That's why. There really isn't, even if you're a weakling, even if you're weaker than your opponent, there isn't much defense against someone stopping time at the end of the day. Again, this winner is the Chaos Emeralds.
That countered Cell's speed advantage and left him open. And with Silver's Psychokinesis, or the Emerald Spatial Distortion, Metal could seriously impair Cell's healing.
So it helped that Cell could fall back on his martial arts abilities in a pinch.
Despite effectively being a newborn, Cell's genetic instincts allowed him to best Earth's most skilled warriors back to back to back.
Metal may have copied Eggman's brains, but he definitely isn't as good of a fighter. The Sonic heroes haven't trained like the Z fighters, and Metal's been beaten by all of them a bunch of times. So all that in mind, abilities is roughly a wash.
Which leaves us
Really? Is a wash? I thought it was just Cell. I think Cell wins that one. I disagree with that one. I think Cell wins the abilities at least. You know what I mean? I've seen nothing about Metal Sonic that explains to me that he's a better martial artist or even on the same level.
What the thing they're both known for, their capability to evolve and become more powerful in response to their opponents, aka their adaptation.
Okay.
And frankly, that's where this back and forth completely breaks. Because at the end of the day, Metal can copy Cell, but Cell can't absorb Metal.
Cell's ability to physically absorb an opponent is primarily viable against foes he can match or...
I want to read this at the top. The Zaizenshu claims Perfect Cell gained 17 and 18's infinite energy generators after absorbing them. However, not only does Cell tire against Goku, the Chaos Emeralds also grant Metal's infinite energy within the Super Transformations time. Yeah, he's nearly invulnerable too. Like, the things you would have to do to potentially hurt any character in the Super State with the Chaos Emeralds, Cell wouldn't have access to any of those things. He would have had to known in advance about the transformation and then try to tire him out to lose the transformation, and have to do that while also having to deal with chaos control. That's just too much.
Overpower.
Even if he took Metal by surprise, he can't absorb fully inorganic robots like...
Wow, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that, dude. He tried doing that against him and it didn't work. So of course it wouldn't work against Metal. Wow. As long as the character is strong enough, fully metallic beings actually have a good shot against him.
Android 16.
Cell was only able to absorb Androids 17 and 18 because they were primarily organic.
They're actually more like cyborgs and are only called androids in the English translation.
Metal, on the other hand, can copy a target's biodata through only a few seconds of direct eyesight, something he could easily accomplish during a time stop.
And using it on Cell means he wouldn't just get Cell's powers, but the powers of all of the Z-Warriors too.
Remember,
Seems
Metal's
a little broken.
copying applies to abilities that fundamentally affect his own biology, like Espio's invincibility or Chaos's liquid body. Nothing Cell has would be off limits, especially given all of Cell's powers were genetically encoded in the first place. Quite literally biodata.
Cell's Saiyan power-ups? Copied. Cell's regeneration? Copied.
He did do that. But, okay, wow, this seems really broken. That he can copy regeneration from Cell. The scary thing that I heard was he can copy the Zenkai boost ability. That only becomes less and less effective the more you do it over a very long period of time. Like in the middle of a fight, it's a huge boost. That would mean that during that beam struggle here, right before the scene, that perhaps Metal Sonic did take serious damage.
Cell's key techniques, believe it or not, copied.
Chaos Emeralds are described as being able to produce life energy, similar to Ki. So there's
Wow.
a precedent for him being able to replicate Cell's power set. And at this point, there's nothing stopping Metal from, say, stopping time and using a Kamehameha to vaporize him at a cellular level. Just like Gohan did.
Cell might be able to do anything the Z-Fighters know how to do, but that's not gonna help him, because Metal can do anything Cell knows how to do.
Okay.
Range, isn't it?
Straight,
Cell just
yeah, okay, you nerd. All right. If you're a Sonic fan, you got slightly annoyed by that. But I also enjoyed it.
And
I
options
also
to
enjoyed the
retaliate that
reference.
Metal wouldn't also possess, including any of his previous advantages.
I mean,
Metal's
they're making
copy
sense of the
ability is
adaptation,
just
I guess.
that overpowered.
Oh, I guess now I get why they called it Sonic CD.
Why's that?
Cell died.
Shut up.
Where's he? You get it? CD? Where's?
No.
Where you go? Come on back.
No, that was bad. Wow. Okay, so that's what happened, huh? Did not expect that, to be honest, but when they broke it down, honestly, it makes sense. It does make sense. Yeah, but I also would say that Metal Sonic to me seems like a much more brutal fighter overall. Like, even in fan depictions of Metal Sonic outside of canon, he's much more of a he's much more brutal and doesn't play games. Cell, with his Frieza and Saiyan DNA, plays games. He ramps up, enjoying the thrill of the fight. Metal Sonic is just here to complete the mission and destroy. So that could be another reason why he could lose from a personality standpoint. But I do like that. And you notice that Metal Sonic also had enough data on Cell's personality that he was specifically using moves that would piss off Cell. Like the Tri-Beam would piss off Cell. Pointing at his noggin like he did would piss off Cell. Shooting the beam like he did to Trunks, like Cell would remember how he shot Trunks to the heart with that beam. He would remember that, and that would piss him off. So there's also another psychological advantage I think Metal Sonic would have over him. Cell would have to figure out that he has that this Metal Sonic would have a complex against Sonic and maybe use that against him. But I don't know how much more that would help him, right? Especially since I didn't see one point in the fight where Metal Sonic's metallic shell was damaged, broken, cracked, nothing. Whereas we saw Metal Sonic destroy, obliterate parts of Cell constantly. Not constantly, but multiple times. So, wow. Interesting. And since he had the Chaos Emeralds, his access to life energy, combined with mimicking the techniques of the Z Fighter's most powerful moves, is kind of OP now that I think about it. Does a machine like yourself experience fear? Careful, Cell, your Vegeta is showing. True. Oh, nah, Metal Sonic mimicking Cell's head tapping taunt back at him went hard as fuck. Everyone loves that. This is great. I love this. This was a great fight. This was a great fight. Takahata, that's the voice actor that did the perfect Cell voice for Dragon Ball Z Abridged, right? I really like that one. I really like that version. And on YouTube, I can only think of those two, Devil Artemis and Takahata. I think that's the guy. Someone can confirm in the chat for me if they would like to, just to, make sure I get it right. But yeah, that was awesome. Cell, you're dealing with the ultimate life form. Shadow, kill him. So Shadow took that personally from the sidelines. Okay, that's great. If you are all of them, then so am I. That goes hard. There was some really great dialogue in this video. Honestly, some really great lines. Like, I don't know if people talk about that enough. The dialogue was great. You could almost say it was perfect. No? I'm sorry. Anyway, we're done for the video today. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the battle. Were you upset that Cell lost? Or were you a fan of Metal Sonic? Who did you think was going to win before this happened? Be honest, okay? And let me know your thoughts on anything we missed, more importantly, any inconsistencies you see in this fight based on lore. Let me know, okay? You're a power scaler in the chat? All right, let me know what's going on, man. Just don't get crazy. All right. Take care of yourself. You have plenty of rest. And as always, stay out of jail.